So yeah, this is the insane vault that I got on my D11. It's actually open, apparently. I'm not sure if any part of it's ruined or what, but I did not open this door. Apparently it was just an open door. Yeah, there's all sorts of fun stuff. This is the worst of it, I guess, right here, but needless to say, I will not be exploring too much more of that vault for a while. Getting dragon armor from one of those dragons would be cool, but if I'm gonna try to survive all that stuff, I'm gonna definitely need, I have a giant spike club, but again, Trog will probably gift me. So we'll just go right into Lair. Oh, I didn't know he actually directly gifted rocks. That's cool. This might be the first large rock throwing Trog worshipper. Wow, got a lot of wands going on here. Oh yeah, I need to update that, thank you. Oh, I think that's pretty obvious. If you think about what Trog does, a lot to be thankful for. I'll be right back. I have to finish brewing my tea right here. Might need to have Lomnobot rejoin. Because John Stein restarted web tiles. There we go. There we go. Oh, shoot. have RF? I do. You son of a bitch. It's alright though, we can probably take him out with rocks. He would just sit still for 1 second anyhow. Just calm down, Harold. Whoa, that cut off. Yeah, you're definitely gonna be a big deal. If you only stream one obscure roguelike game, that's the ticket to Twitch fame. That's how you get 100,000 followers. Thank you for the follow, Ogre. How did what happen? Yeah. Die, Froggy. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I think it does a YouTube search or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, it just might be bad, so. Unfortunate, but kind of have to use the ID or the URL. I don't really know what it, what is this now? I heard this one. Oh, I'm full, that's why. Well, I could give a shit about, like, how many followers I have. If I wanted to have followers, I wouldn't stream niche roguelike games. I would probably stream, you know, games with an actual audience. I just do it mostly because it's fun. I'm never gonna have a lot of followers, and I don't I don't really want to do what it takes to get a bunch anyhow. Because it's too much work to maintain a lot of followers. I want to stream like once a week, maybe twice a week, so. Well, Zix, I can put you on a timeout if you want to keep ranting.
Oye, Dios te bendiga. Te lo dice Chico. Como dice Benny Benny, nada. Nada es imposible.
The heck?
Para Dios.
Guess we gotta skip this one, huh?
Presta atención, escucha. Oye.
Thank you, Kremen, for that. Well, you won't be for long, Six, is what I'm saying. You won't be for long. Hey, Yez, how's it going? Damn it. Gotta remember I can Zerg, really. Make my life a lot easier. My only advice about streaming is do it so that you are having a good time. I found that when I was streaming more frequently, I was getting more followers, like, more often, but I wasn't having fun. This is about the right frequency of streaming for me. I don't really want to like increase it too much. That could change maybe someday, but for right now, I am super uninterested in doing things to like get really large numbers of followers. And if people enjoy it, want to show up, that's great. And if they don't, there are 1,000,000,001 Twitch streams out there for them to go follow. I have like so many Twitch streams that I already follow, and I tune into about a third of them. Yeah, Daft Punk is not gonna work. Kremen, we're gonna have a talk about your song requests. Man, I have so many Wands of Flame, it's ridiculous. The hell. Free Kill B to the rescue. Is this another remix? It's not the worst heavy metal Mega Man cover I've heard. Not that that is a high bar, but... It's like, oh, an OC... Damn, I have a lot of spellbooks. That's part of our problem here. I don't think I need that many. I usually save these for, you know, just situational. There's ice caves can be really nice times to use them, and you're going to start to see those in Lair. So it's nice to have at least a couple of them if you can, but boy, we are running out of slots, mostly due to all the needles. I don't really super need poison needles. Eventually I'm not really going to need the blowgun at all, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, they can be handy. Oh, I took off my... Oh good, we got swamp. That's nice. Craft AV again. So remember, Trog's hand protects you from basilisk petrification, which sometimes you'll be kind of lazy and get petrified anyhow, because it's not like it really matters that much, but you have to be pretty confident that you're in a safe position. But people do that a lot. They'll just sort of let themselves get petrified. Oh, I need to ID this, man, we've got so much garbage. We'll just pull this guy up. Rest up, go back down, probably just circ. I'm playing this really very slow real time, like you can play a Trog. Even, you know, Ogres you have to be a little bit careful because they don't have very good defenses until they find reasonable armor, but you can play Trog characters pretty fast. Oh boy. Oh, it was a teleport trap. First I thought it was maybe a shaft trap. More large rocks. So we got the 2 easy branches, that's nice. Kind of waiting on him to give me maybe a better club. Don't really want to enchant one because he's going to gift me one eventually, but hasn't really done it yet. Wow, balloon fights, God, that's not something I'd ever expect to hear. But yet here we are. So we're gonna try this. Of course it's an ack. What else would it be? Ooh. So I should use some of these javelins because he's gifting me quite a lot. Just basically free damage. There we go. That's usable. Guess you can't do needles by type, can you? Colorful robe. Get high for robes. Huh. Nice MR, but I have a Trog's hand, so yeah, I'd probably just use, although I don't think my base, it's MR++, so, I mean, I could, but it gets me to MR3. Oh, there we go. No magic map, though, so we're gonna have to find this one the hard way. Damn it. Degen. There's our portal. We have to drop some stuff here. No, I mean, Trog-sempai gets me to MR+++, is what I'm saying. Because I have MR+ now, so I don't really need more than that. It's not really worth swapping to. Wow, that was a nice lap. Yep, we'll be switching soon, but kind of waiting for... Eventually I'll just switch to the Giant Spike Club, I mean... For now... Yeah, keep in mind this stream delay. What did I pick up? I should have turned off. But believe me, yeah, I was definitely intent on using the book bomb. Yeah, no worries. Just sometimes people forget that. So I have to point it out. Oh, look at that. Experience. I think actually what I'll do is this into Evo. Is that a magic map? Oh, there's a choir. Well, be a little silly to acquire a weapon. On the other hand, it would give me a weapon now. Armor makes, I think, far and away the most sense. I've already got a heal wounds wand. I would love haste, of course. I think I have quite a few. It's actually not the worst, but it's not great either. But yeah, I think this is going to be armor. Well. Could be worse. It could be worse. Nice try, Che. Yeah, I could have set up a poll, but I was gonna override it. I have to be willing to like make you people believe that I'll actually honor your vote, which I do sometimes. Maybe what, 50% of the time? Might even be like 2/3 of the time. I'm very generous that way. Our first Hydra. Down he goes to large rocks. I don't think Trog has gifted me a single weapon yet, oddly enough. It's all, I mean, it's all been like, ammo. Javelins instead. And it's still full. We can enchant armor the hat though. It's a pretty safe bet. More ammo. No weapon yet. It's very interesting. I guess I do have relatively high throwing, but I also have like nearly 19 M&F. So it looks like we got Jungle Book. Sorry, Che, no, we don't get to see Hotspot. I forget if I've done that one yet. I don't think I have. I know I've watched people do it, but I don't think I've done it myself. I think this was Pickle. Yeah, Pickle off of level 8 of the dungeon. He might have gifted me something, but I honestly don't even remember a single weapon gift. Nope, not a single weapon. Oh, really? That would have been pretty funny, man. Dying in your own vault? That would have been... Whoa. Discover the pipe command. Turn offerings of int. Magical power, cold, stealth. Since I don't really do early game stuff, the earliest stuff that I do is kind of like Lair. Wow, still full, really. Oh yeah. I don't have any deaths to my own things either. %, Jesus Christ. My games are always... you can always assume that they're 3 rune by default, 15 rune only if you hear me talking about going 15 runes. It's XL17 from recent-ish, and recent-ish is... recent-ish goes pretty far back. You apparently haven't had too many games. 017, it's recently updated because we just did a release. So that would include 17, 18, and 19, and Trunk. 4 versions. Well, Trunk isn't quite a complete version, it's still mostly just 19. Oh, you can. Oh, you can. Oh, well, you should set your nick in a sequel then. Rune Scythe. There's the polearm I've been looking for. There it is. Alright. I'll go do the other one first. That's the one with just elephants. Mystery potion. What is beyond your fist? I mean, it's kind of a bad remix. I don't know why I don't want to remove it. I kinda do, but I kinda don't. Is that so wrong? To be conflicted? To have feelings of conflict, is that wrong? I ask you? So I can use BIA if I get into any really bad trouble with dire elephants, but again, it shouldn't be too much. Is he in deep water? Wow, almost dead. This is it! Finally, we get the gift right before I take on the dire elephants. How epic is that, guys? Votes on what it's going to be. Optimistic votes, because I know the Twitch viewing audience is 100% rooting for me. I can count on you guys to send me goodwill. To send me good RNG will. That's it, Cereal. Cereal gets it. Plus 14 crush, he said, so let's see. Huh. Well, you weren't entirely wrong. Wow, free kill. Generous. Minus dex. Yep, it'll do for now. The Star Rage is not my favorite thing in the world, of course. That's a thing that can get you killed. It can cause problems. I do have teleport. I don't have the wand. I might just go ahead and descent the door from here, so I can large rock my way to victory. Oh, I haven't ID'd that descent one. Oh well. Goodbye, my friends. My dire elephant friends. I tried not to waste too many rocks there, which I did waste maybe one of them, but no big deal. Berserk is not the second worst property. I would disagree with that. I can think of worse ones. Definitely think of worse ones. Huh. Well, it's got some use. I wish I had G-Spirit. I mean, the drain's not a big deal if I want to take it off, but it's, you know, it's some MR. That alone puts me at 3, so I don't even need to use, it'll save me some piety for Trog's hand. I think we can drop the Elect Whip. We have a superior weapon. Wish I could just, wow. I mean, 3 Ice Blast Wands is great. On the other hand, I do have large rocks. I think we'll go ahead and just drop Flame because I'll drop Confusion too. I do have the needles. Do I have Para Needles? I'll drop the 2 wands and go for needles. We'll see. Just want to free up a few slots. Alright, well maybe I'll just keep one of those, but... As long as we take these guys more or less one-on-one, shouldn't be too bad. all of that. Oh wait, I need to get that, Oh, that's weird. Huh. Yeah, that's, I mean, that is definitely a thing. Many of them, even if they're not, like, incredibly annoying. This is just... This is just bad. Yep, let me refresh that. Wish I didn't have to reset the, Oh, that was a pretty straightforward. This vault. Do I really want to touch this vault with a 10-foot pole? I mean, it's just filled with all kinds of death. Nothing really good about this vault. I could actually do it if I used BIA carefully. But I just don't have any AC. I'd like to maybe get my hands on, well, we did get Swamp. Do I have our poison? Some Swamp Dragon armor could do us fine for a while. There is our poison. That's very nice. That will make going into Swamp much more convenient. Should carry this an idea when I can. Oh boy. God damn it. I know who requested this. You have to allow it though. It is one of the best Castlevania songs. At least there's that. Oh boy, fun times. Wow, he died quickly. Jeez. Talk about Ogre coming adversity. There's our friend. He's the scary one. I like how it's just a wraith at the end. I think it's almost done, but I'll skip the rest. We allowed Free Kill B his acapella. He's allowed one of those per stream. Neat. Sounds very dark, techno-ish. Orc is all the way up on D9. We actually found Orc. Yeah, it's a good one. I think I've heard this one before. It's nice. Nice and ambient. I have to be careful in Orc because I'm going to be hitting things a lot, and oh boy. Now that is not, you get acapella, but you don't get mana drums. That's taking it too far. Draw the line at mana drums. Freeing up some slots there with good old Quaff ID. We've been a little bit light on the identified scrolls. Don't Star Fox. Volcani. Might map this. Very distant. Let's go ahead and map this. Okay, was that it? No, that's just a shop. So where? Alright. Looks like we're gonna have to dig to get in here. Oh, you know what? This may not even be it. Nope, these are shops, alright. Well, we're gonna have to traipse. Oh, this one. This one can have some good loot. Wand of Gamelon now. Dire foil is about. Go with this for now. That's maybe a great mace just as a standby. Cut it a little bit close here. We're gonna BIA it. And then just was unnecessarily risky on my part. Didn't really get much other than experience. There she is, Aroka. We got TLA. Might, price ID those. Ooh, nice. Ooh, acquire. Buy that now. Hey Zerg, how's it going? Okay, we gave that the 1 minute, I felt. A lot of extra shops, that's cool. I mean, Choir Scroll could be outstanding. We're gonna wait until... I could get it now and try to acquire armor again. Sounds pretty smart, actually. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I mean, what better time to have it? Well. Not that I super needed it, but now we've got even more MR. No home runs with the acquirement, but not useless either, so can't complain too much. But you want to be really careful. Like, I zerked there. I could have been more aggressive using like BIA or just pulled them back. Also using kill holes can be very good for a character like this. Somebody have... See, I don't have very good AC, so... Although I should... No, I have it on. Probably could use some of my needles as well. At least for the spellcasters, that's a good target for it. It's just the ranged attacks in general. It's really easy to be lazy, though. What is this? Oh, I think I know this. I think I know this one. I think this is the Kenny Sheep one. I'll be right back. I don't know, Zerg. All those players out there with a splat ratio well above 50%, they need help. They need help winning basic combos like Ogres. Because they just keep splatting. Oh, it doesn't let you filter. Oh, I guess I have too. Oh, that's right, it's a bookshelf. Wow. No, not really. I had one that got banished on D1. I think you were even... I don't know if you were there for that. So this is not... was my fault, the banishment, of course, because I didn't use Karare, but this is pretty close to a 1-in-1 if I send this guy anyhow. I think you're in basically a big old glass house there, Zerg, and you shouldn't be throwing stones, even if you are a troll. We need to set his nick so we can properly demonstrate 61%. In other words, wow, over 4 times. Well, actually not quite. Almost 4 times my splat ratio. In short, get good. Get good, noobs. Seven tomahawks of returning. This one sort of spreads out the threat a lot. Yeah. I haven't been playing quite as much recently, but... Nope, I've only ever had online this one account. Well, the 1-minute rule shall apply. It's kind of funny sounding, I almost like it. But no, I mean, as far as why, mostly a good command to use when you're planning out is, what is it? This one, which I created only a couple of weeks ago. Once you get a lot of wins, I don't know how many you have yet. I think you have a bunch, don't you? Oh, well, 26. You're still kind of starting out a bit. Once you get to that point, you start getting relatively comfortable. Have you done Greater Player yet? Well, if you only have 20, my goodness. Oh yeah, you have a long ways to go. That's what you should be working on. Not telling other people that their choices are banal, but you should be getting Greater Player. That's what you should be doing. You're a long ways away. Time to learn how those other backgrounds work. But yeah, what I do is these days, since I've won everything that you know, for casual games, I use those 2 commands to see how long has it been since I've won this race, this class. And so you can see Ogre. I picked 5 characters or so based on this list. And Ogas was suggested by our very own Shaberdos, who has talk about getting greater players. Zerg, he's greater Ogre. He not only does he have like well over 100 wins, but he's won every single Ogre. So I asked him for his advice on what's a good one, and he recommended Ogas. So I threw that up in the list, along with a bunch of others, and Twitch chat voted for this one. So that's why we're playing it. But ogres are pretty fun. Like, you know, trolls are, you mentioned, you know, Trask, but that's even more mundane because trolls are just so easy. Ogres are a little bit more challenging while still being, you know, stronger than average. Large rocks. Yeah, this is a good track. I added this to my playlist, but yeah, I think Free Kill requests that like every other stream, so. Boop boop boop, boop boop, boop 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 boop. Summons, obviously. Die, Mr. Icedale. Ugh. Ugh. Please. We can teleport. I'll teleport, why not? Just mostly to reset, and because I'm kind of lazy. You don't have to teleport there, but let any other summons or weirdness unsummon so that I can just go back into the vault. A lot of things I could have done there if you didn't have teleport or didn't want to. Yeah, it's another one I should probably save. I haven't gone through that and updated the parent playlist in a while. I need to do that. I hope that's a setup for a really good joke, Serial. Yeah, I know, Zerg. I know you weren't. I know you were messing around. But, you know, when people talk shit, I mean, I just instinctively have to talk shit back. It's just... I always like the rule, if you dish it out, you can take it. Old Man Isley, my father, used to be a prodigious, well, still is, a prodigious disher out of shit, and that was his rule. And old Grandpa Isley was the even worse. Sadly, he is not with us any longer, but his shit-talking skills were pretty legendary. If it's a joke, it's not a funny joke. I like it. $35 wins? Where do you get 35 from? Are you talking about me or are you talking about somebody else? I have, I have 69. I actually have more than 69? Or I guess that is right. I thought I was at 70 with experimentals. Yeah, that only looks for recent. The command only looks, so that's going to be... Well, I mean, that helps you too. It's not massaging the data because, you know, when you start out, it's kind of different. Now, it's a little bit unfair for people who started in recent versions, but your splat ratio probably is not going to be improved if you consider all the versions you've played. In fact, you might even predate. Now 017. Wow, really? That's the first game of Crawl you ever played? Or did you use a different account before then? I go back to 0.10, but I didn't really learn Crawl until... Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I have... my all-time is... It's worse, but it's not too bad. But really what splat ratio is about is what your current state of Crawl knowledge is. It's not... I mean, there's a lot of players who go back to like really old versions, and you know, some people do like learn how to play or played seriously relatively recently. If you go back and look at older versions, the game is so totally different that it's not really as great of a comparison. It's really meant to reflect current knowledge of like current Crawl, as opposed to, you know, stuff when summons were uncapped and all sorts of other crazy nonsense. I have, looks like 21 splats. Yeah, I mean, and it also works both ways too. So if you have a couple recent splats, it ends up hurting you when the versions shift, because then your splat ratio will lower. So what do we got going on? CJ, blah. I'm just gonna mark this. Oh, did I already check out that other shop? I'm very absent-minded right now. Very, very absent-minded. But no, you should get Greater Player. I recommend it. Seriously, it's a fun Chivo to go for. It helps you learn those areas of those other starts. I mean, and a lot of them you can sort of just like do a mage and, you know, worship Trog if you absolutely must, which kind of defeats the purpose if you do it that way, but it is fun to sort of see how those work. What I enjoy doing I did this mostly back in like 0.15, I want to say. I became Greater Player at like 0.15 or so. And I enjoyed mapping out a list of characters. And just based on the backgrounds and species that I had left. So you can look at... Toasted Circling is not a race. Oh, right, not Great Race. Great Player. So Great Player is have you won all species. And then greater player just checks the classes, because greater player assumes you're already a great player. So you check species with great player, you check classes with greater player. So like this list for you, I did the same thing for me. I think at the time I started the list, it might have been about this many, maybe a couple less that I had to do. About the time when the list got small enough where it was like well lower than 26. Like you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You got 16. So that'd be a pretty long list of chars. I think I had like 13 of each, more or less. And so I just kind of looked at the classes, looked at the species, matched them up based on what seemed good, and then some of them I tried and modified it because I was like, this is awful. I don't want to do this. But many of them I just went straight up and won. Other people just kind of like do it and go Trog on all the book starts and stuff like that, which you can do, but I feel it kind of defeats the purpose. Doot. What the heck is this? Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Well, that's the best you can hope for. Interest. As a developer, I love interest. Ivory rapier. Thank you, Trog, for the rapier. I'm gonna save, I'm gonna wear this when I find an ID scroll, or, well, I'll wait for an ID scroll. I may not ever wear it, actually. Sounds like... Oh yeah, okay. It did sound like Squaresoft music, but I was thinking it was again Final Fantasy Tactics. We're gonna turn off tomahawks. Oh, wait, they're not on. Urug. On iPad, wow. That's interesting. More Ice Blast, my god. Another Ice Blast. Amazing. This has been the game of Ice Blast. Kind of silly to be using this weapon given the damage differential. I should probably do some swapping. Did I? Oh. Ah. Well, that's that. Kind of regretful. Hopefully we'll get another one of those at some point. Oh right, shops, like, how much haste do I have? Really just a bunch of pots, some schools of summoning. I will basically hit that up before I head into swamp. Snorgy. Yeah, I did that, Zerg. That's I should have mentioned that. That's a good point, actually. When you plan these out, you basically want to make the shortest path that you can to greater player. So you want to do new species, new background, if you can do that. And yeah, it's better to go on the easy side, or at least it's good when you're planning them out is if you're thinking that a background is weak or hard. And conversely, if a species is weak or hard, you know, pick a strong background to go with the weak species, and pick a strong species to go with the weak background, as much as you can. Make your life easier. It can take a while to, like, if you actually want to plan it out. You can just, like, do it, you know, when you pick a random character when you start. The planning thing was something I like, but I guess most people don't actually like to do that. I was a weirdo in that way. But yeah, if you just roll a new character, at the minimum try to make them both unique. What the heck is this? Shavered us on his Breath of Fire 2. Oopsie. I think I'm going to skip this one. It is a little noisy. You know, I think I played and finished, I guess, the first Breath of Fire, but I never really played... I think I actually did play a bunch of the sequel, but I'm not sure how far I got. But I definitely finished the first one. Ooh, ice cave. Learning all the new wands here. That's good, I don't have to... I was gonna... might as well. I really didn't need to burn one, but at the same time, it's fine. Wow, this is a... Diddy Kong Racing. I remember this game too. I remember you, game. Gonna get to use these books in that ice cave. Gonna be pretty sweet. That was interesting. Did they really rot right away? BIA this. That's not incredible. Oh. Did I? Man, I wasn't paying attention there. What was that about? Yeah, mimicked. Welp. I was like, that's weird. That is weird. And it was weird. Oh yeah, I did something like that myself, I think. Yeah, Zerg. I mean, the more complicated you make it, the more difficult it is, but... yeah. The one thing I would have to say about all of it, as good as it is don't be afraid to try a different combo if you get really frustrated by a choice you made. And that can extend to gods as well. Like, there's, I mean, I pretty much was an advocate of at least playing the god in a way that's remotely, the god, the species, and the class in a way that's remotely, you know, in line with their design. Now, for species, it's not really too much of a concern, but like, it's not super meaningful if you go playing either a god or a background in so that you don't use any of the abilities or anything like that. I mean, for gods, it's almost hard to do that, but Ice Blast you. Modest. Probably don't have RC. No. Good blank. I've got a lot. I don't really like the idea of using a blink scroll, but yeah, this is the stupid situation that I got myself into. I didn't have RC, so I lost all my HP. Now I could do something dumb and berserk, but he could land a really damaging blow, so it's just not smart. I'll burn one. It was a very stupid situation, but whatever. Just in case we... Yeah, my large rock throwing is... well, it's kind of slow still, I think. Yeah, 1.3, it's still pretty slow. We don't have all that much. Well. Gotta watch out for these thingies. It's a little nature vault of some kind. Wow, I can't hit this thing. Poison needles, thank God. Thank goodness. Because we're probably going to enchant some Dagon armor. Now, we don't need enchant scrolls for... Oh yeah, here we go. Phantasy Star 2. Going back old school. It's a little bit quiet, but... It's funny how, like, in this game, actually, I guess they weren't related to it, but this game had this is a great game. It certainly was like a kind of like a game of its era. But a lot of people who played this game remember it really fondly. But it was funny how its approach to music. Sort of like oddly sedate. Yeah, it had a strategy guide. It was tough. That is true. It took me a long time to beat it. And I also beat Phantasy Star 3, which is not as hard, I would say, but it is a significantly worse game than Phantasy Star 2. While still being a fairly difficult game. Oh yeah, I've been watching his streams for a while too. And yeah, I've seen a few of those. That's cool that he finally got the world record. I saw his attempts of that, but I don't know that run. From Phantasy Star 4 is a game I both played, and I watched him do world record. He got the world record for it. I don't know if somebody beat him. But that route is pretty crazy and fun. That's a game I could have considered speedrunning for like an RPG, but I'm probably never gonna do it. Yeah, a lot of games are like that. When you're a kid, they're like infinitely harder, depending on what your attention span was, and you don't have access to information. And then you come back to them, you're I remember like Contra, what used to be a game that was, you know, impossible to get anywhere unless you used the cheat code, and now I can beat it on like, you know, I've beaten Contra on like 1 life. And definitely beat it in less than 1 continue. Stuff. Confusion, sleeping. I should probably just be a bit more pragmatic there. I have not used needles in quite some time. Not to say that I shouldn't be, but... Yeah, I mean, the issue for me is that RPG speedruns they're all pretty long. The best ones that are short are like maybe as low as 2 hours, on average a lot more like 3 or so, which, I mean, I play Crawl, which is like 9 hours, but, you know, Crawl runs aren't single segment runs like what you do for an RPG speedrun, so you've really got to sit down and do a run. It's about if it's around 3 hours, that is about the right time. Like, even sitting down to do a stream, 3 hours is usually my minimum. I've done some shorter than that, but it's usually at least 3 hours, and many of them go to 5. Oh yeah. Yep, they're scary if you don't have RC. I just killed one with RC and as an ogre, and it was scary. Of course, I was only like XL 14 or something at the time. Really should have had on that giant spike plug right there. Oh yeah, I mean, RPGs can go just ridiculous. Like, I was interested in, when I first sort of started looking at RPG speedruns, after seeing a few, I was wondering, hey, what about Shining in the Darkness? I could do that one maybe, right? Then I looked into the fact that it would be like, you know, 9 hours, 10 hours. I'm like, nope. Forget it. Mostly out of nostalgia for that particular game, but I don't have that much nostalgia. Don't even have close. I am looking at menus, but not. Oh yeah, so I was gonna drop some needles. I'll drop sleep. Sleep is not quite as good as. Ooh. Yeah, you gotta watch those guys. They can do some good damage. This guy is extremely fragile because he doesn't have really any armor. He's just in his robe still, so he can die pretty easily. It's gonna make getting that Swamp Dragon armor a pretty high priority. There's more confusion. Also hoping we get yeah, I know about that game. It doesn't really appeal to me, I guess. And my playlist is more just because this game doesn't have background music, and I don't play, if I play Crawl by myself, I don't have music playing. It's just kind of nice for viewers to have. It's sort of like a mini game that goes on in the background. But believe me, I don't listen to this playlist outside of Twitch streaming. It's just nice to have, people can. A lot of it is really just so other people can make requests and I can hear, you know, cute game music that I wouldn't otherwise hear. Quite a lot of the stuff that's on these playlists for the game OST is not stuff that I put on there. Probably about half. Alright. Yeah, but I certainly know about the game, but I guess it doesn't. Spelunky was always my go-to roguelite that was an action game, and I haven't even really played new Spelunky. In part because I don't think it runs too well in wine. The old one I played a lot of, the Game Maker one. I played that one tons. The new one I would probably play a bit more if it ran better. What am I doing? Yeah, that's right. I've already got depths though. I've got mini depths just waiting for me on level 11 right here. All the depths you could want. I think what I'm gonna do is go to Swamp. Let's drop stuff. I don't really have many, but these days, the only other roguelike I've been playing is Cogmind. I have a couple others that I might be interested in learning. And for the action games, the only thing that I really am still wanting to finish is my Ninja Gaiden speedrun, but I spent a bunch of time learning more of the route, and I'm about probably 90% finished, but then I took a long break again. Oh boy. If we can just get that swamp dragon armor, we'll be in a good situation. Yeah, about Ninja Gaiden 3, I'm about 90% done with just the learning the basic route and being able to run through. Like, my litmus test is, can I correctly run through the level with the route? And I can do that for levels 1 through 6, and I know the basic route through 7, but I just need to really finishing up some of the trickier parts for 7. And most of the boss fights I can also do well, but there's a few boss fights that I need to learn a little bit more about. Oh wow, here's a real ice cave. I was gonna use a map, but I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll wait this time. Oh boy. Oh, he died fast. Yeah, I think I have. That's like from the Japanese release of Castlevania 3, I guess, right? Wait, that had the better sound chip. I think I have one track on my list from that. Gonna have to go buy some of these things. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense if they put an expensive sound chip in it and they, for whatever reason, had to... I mean, the soundtrack for the American one is still a very good soundtrack. It's still quite nice. They did a good job with that game overall. I'd be mad if the soundtrack was awful, but it's definitely not. We'll drop that. 3. So now a real ice cave. And I have... we got demons. Oh, we lost piety. That's a problem. Yeah, I mean, clearly the sound was a lot better. But it was okay. I mean, I think the game was very popular in the States. I don't think it really, you know, obviously you can't really say that it hurts. It's not like the American consumer knew, like, hey, where's the audio chip? We sure as hell didn't know that. Now, if that happened today, there would probably be outrage. How dare they deny us our rightful music? I think this is gonna be like Ice Fiend City. Take me down to the Ice Fiend City. Nope, I'm not a singer, sorry. Not without a lot more alcohol. Slap fight. Nice. Sounds like a good game. This is kind of what you don't want. Get slowed in front of a freezing rate. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Gold Dragon Simulacrum. That was a frightening amount of HP to lose. My goodness. And I had RC+. Wasn't enough though. Just gonna have to watch out for that. There's another one. Man. Shit. wonder if this is going to be blizzard demons or ice fiends. Blizzard demons it is. More gold dragon. Going to resist. Okay. Down he goes. One res pot through those. He was a little bit dodgy. I'm not gonna claim that that was. Yeah, that's one hit is terrifying. I don't really want to risk it. They love their Final Fantasy tactics so much. You take it away from them, even when they've gorged themselves. Lazing around. Tummy's filled, they're in a stupor. You tell them, no more Final Fantasy Tactics soundtrack. And they're like, no! It's mine! My precious! My precious! We hates the free kill, we hates it! Demon Flail. I'm gonna wield it just because I'm a rebel. Ooh. Hint +6, huh? Cloak of Cold Resistance, it's kinda cool. That's good, the fan. I've gotta figure out what to do now. Invisible. Not gonna need a staff. Well, RC Cloak could be somewhat valuable. Just in swamp, so I kind of want to take it out with me. I'll drop these sleep needles. Cool. Can wear this maybe for the time being, just so we've got always on RC. Nice to have in Swamp because there's a bunch of... the only thing I need to carry out of here that's really critical is that lamp. I mean, it's not critical, but... You know what? I forgot to use goddamn books. Man, it's you have too many options sometimes. It's so easy to forget. What a shame. Oh yeah, but I don't need this flail. This is interesting. I might have to 1 minute rule that. It's a little noisy for my taste. You could see how it could work pretty well in a video game soundtrack, of course. Sort of. Well, that was a scarier than I guess expected. That those gold dragon simulacrums were horrifying. I think even with RC++, they would have been pretty frightening. Yeah, I have been, so I can get some EV. Once I put on a bit heavier armor. Oh, right. Our poison is the thing that we're going to have on a lot. So what we're really hoping to see is this Metroid? That's what I thought. That another series with a lot of great music. Yeah, this is a cool remix actually. I don't know what the original track is like, but the Prime series definitely had some neat tracks in it. Vendrana Drifts being the one that everyone remembers pretty well. Yeah, this lack of AC is not fun. Don't super need. I should probably just go ahead and put on a TLA over this robe. I don't even need to enchant it, but it's going to give me a little bit more AC and some regen. Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. He killed him. Thank you, Mr. Swamp Dragon. Damn. Glowing triple crossbow. Lesai. Well, let me go put on... Yeah, he did. That happened sometime. He got the record like, God, like it's been like 5-6 months, or not, maybe not that long, but it was some months ago, and then he had it for a little while, and then yeah, somebody improved it. That's a cool run though. It's just super high variance. Ooh, folks, I think God damn it, the chunks. You freaking chunks, you bastard. I want the chunks. I'll take this for now. Trog, and I'm using a hand-me-down Great Mace. But it is Great Mace of Protection, which is kind of nice for this guy. Hey, look, there's another one. Only issue being, I probably want to carry this because I don't have any other source of... Yeah, so my effective AC is not really any different, actually. There's a tiny bit of GDR, but there's also regen, so... Might as well. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna be ascending with TLA. TLA is like versus a +2 robe. So, you know. Wow, this sounds like a Genesis track for sure. Oh yeah, Zero Wing. I was gonna say it reminds me of Zero Wing. The only track from Zero Wing that I know before having heard this one is of course, I guess the intro, which I used to have on the playlist. I took it off because I was like, oh, it's actually pretty good music, and it is not bad, but it's also a little bit grating. That's next. Well, as a song request, that's fine. Just took it off the background playlist so it wouldn't show up unless it wasn't appointed. This is actually a pretty cool track. So yeah, we're looking, if we don't get a swamp dragon, then life is gonna be interesting. Yeah, it's an FM chip, and I mean, a lot of Genesis music was pretty inferior to, you know, music on the Super NES. But they could do some amazing stuff with the FM chip. Extra level of RC, I'll switch to the club. Another wand of ice blast. Pretty incredible. There it is, guys. Oh yeah. We in there. We in there. Yeah, this is really nice. Saved. Isol. Isol. So with Isol, you gotta watch your MR. So I used MR. I used Trog's hand immediately, and then Cirque. He doesn't have any. He can sleep you, which you want to avoid. Is this a remix or? Oh yeah, this is one of the better remixes. lot of good music in the Donkey Kong 64 series. I never really played the games. I certainly knew about them. But they're pretty, at least some of them are, I think. Pretty well-regarded games. Answers your question there, Zerks. Oh, and it's got a broken speedrun? Even better. Even better. Okay, so this is the full-on onslaught. This might be the classic one. We can try some BIA. That's not bad. We just gotta watch him getting poisoned. Kill them quickly enough and good things happen. Try one more, okay. Ooh, how did I get slow? Oh, this frick. Okay. Nice. There's a druid. I gotta be a little bit careful. This is a lot of these guys. Well, they're almost all dead. How are we looking? Well, he is dead. Oh, I see. So that was a pretty successful little rhyme drake? Where the hell? I've not seen a rhyme drake before. Thorn Hunter, yeah, these guys are scarier. You gotta watch them. I probably want to do is move down here. If I can set up a thing where he has to, I can set up flame clouds, so it'll be easier. Ooh, we are burning through Trog-sempai, that's for sure. But I also have my books. I really shouldn't forget that I have those. There, down he goes. But there's another one. Oh, actually, yeah, my flames didn't do any good because... Oh, they didn't... Yeah, they didn't overwrite. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's a shame. What we got? Okay. So now one thing I can do is burn book. Ah, it's shallow water. My bad. I didn't XV it carefully enough. So we're just gonna have to. So wait, so is this the ice one? What the hell? Please die. That was quite a little. Now you didn't need to, you don't need to do it in like one go like I did. Obviously, I just did that because it's kind of fun to do. This must. I've never seen this with ice tricks before. I don't know. Kind of annoying actually. What is my? Yeah, I do have RC. So now we're gonna back off. And we can just take him out when we come back down. Yeah, you gotta check the... I wasn't checking. Definitely my fault. But, you know, it's just a spellbook. It's not that big of a waste. I was wondering why he wasn't dying the first time with the Lamp of Fire, too. Because it wasn't setting any clouds. Yep. This one is just a big old box of monsters. I didn't know rhyme drakes though. That's a little bit odd, I guess. It's not ice themed or anything. Weird, dude. Weird. Woke tree. Ah, but these guys can't hit me here. Wow, this dude is not... The tomahawks are returning. So that used to not be animated, so you used to not really know when it was awoken. I like how I'm sitting here giving commentary and nobody's paying attention. They're all talking about Ocarina of Time stuff. I should have just splatted to show you guys. Just to show you. We're done something incredible. net these? Well, it worked well enough. This reminds me almost of some, It's interesting how this reminds me a little bit now of Capcom's Mega Man X music. Be careful, I am burning through food at a pretty good clip. Not this part, this reminds me of like a game show or something. But portions of it earlier on kind of reminded me a little bit. That right there sounds kind of a lot like Mega Man X. Which obviously, this would predate that, but... Well, I don't really want to burn my enchant weapon on... I just haven't gotten the... Only gotten one giant spike club, and then got the dire flail. Now we'll get to see how well those confusion needles work, since I'll be fighting orb spiders. There's Kirky. Wow, Tarantula was pretty good with that confusion. Frenzy needles. Man, I didn't even realize that those still exist. How about that? Yeah, but I have the blowgun, so this is a very good strategy. Frenzy! Frenzy! Okay. Why doesn't it let me attack them? I guess you wouldn't want to, is the idea. Let's try confusion instead. Look at that. Even better, I don't even have to oh, spoke too soon. Guess it doesn't necessarily last for a long time. Which kind of took me off guard there. But that's alright. We don't need it to last for too long. Brilliance. I'm gonna drop those for now. I mean, if I got... Drop Frenzy too. I don't really see what the point of... I guess Frenzy is like, is a good way for like, let it kill something else. But... You know, that's why you don't circ next to tarantulas, because it's dangerous. Nice. Huh. Killed my own creation. Rest in peace, my beautiful child. And so continues the Genesis Hour at twitch.tv/gamafunk. don't recall getting confused quite so much. What does their confusion check? Does it check anything? It's an interesting sound. No, it doesn't check our poison. Definitely doesn't check that. I would take protection, probably. Well, he got me... a weapon roughly of the right class. Still no giant spike club beyond the kind of mediocre +6 one. Come on, Trog, please. Give me the Uber club. I need it. Although, if I find and identify brand well, I should be careful about that. Yeah, it does check clarity, but clarity is a very difficult to get property. Yeah, it doesn't check our poison. I don't think it actually checks anything, but I was wondering if it, by check I mean like, well, like if it had anything about player XL or something. It hasn't been a problematic amount or anything, but it just felt like more than I usually get. Confusion needles, oh yeah. Good stuff. Works on the first hit, unlike wands, which can take like several shots. I think Ogre this guy, my life would be better. BIA, out of an abundance of caution. Maybe. Wow, he died that fast. Okay, that's good. Oh, this is good too. Yeah, you want to watch those. Like, I didn't have Arlek there, so it can be frightening. He took down a Zerked Deep Troll pretty fast. Well, there were other things hitting it, of course, but... there's so few of them in it's not quite as bad as like Shock Serpents in Snake, because you'll fight probably 3 or 4 of those at least, but you may not fight a single Shock Wasp. That is what they're called, right? Yeah, Shock Wasp. Huh. A lot of recharging, that's great. Dag nabbit. Fusion's even better. Oh, damn it. Now I'm gonna have to fight him again. Well, I'm killing them fast, but I did get corroded by one, don't worry, earlier. Don't worry. It was just that I killed them fast. I mean, having a two-handed weapon, using large rocks and stuff. If you kill them pretty quickly, you can certainly get lucky. Damn it, why did you guys have to show up? Give me a single... Oh, there it is. Could be interesting, maybe. I'll stick with this, thanks. Another route to go is to go one-handed, but I don't really like that so much with maces. Wasn't there an evening? Yeah, there was. I don't think that was even a gift. Oh man. That's interesting. See, I played this game on Genesis at Wonder Boy and Monster World. I don't know how it relates to Wonder Boy and Monster Land, if it follows up after that. If Monster Land is like a prequel or what. But this track almost exactly was in the Genesis one, just like slightly remixed. It was, yeah, the arcade prequel, there you go. This was the track that played in the Genesis one in the, a sort of a revved up, I should go just request it, because it's pretty cool. I think this is it. Let's skip it so we can compare. Yep. And it sort of starts with a light intro and then it goes in heavy. Yeah, it's a fun little game. It's sort of a Zelda 2 style game. You don't actually have XP like Zelda 2, you just gain heart containers. It's fun. It's not really like super original, but it's got really great graphics, great soundtrack, and some kind of fun worlds. It's definitely, I played this game a bunch and beat it like quite a few times, I think. At least 4 or 5 times. Definitely one that I remember fondly from the Genesis. And they made like a sequel, but it wasn't released in the US, which was sad. So I always wanted a sequel to it, but alas, it did not happen. Wow, wouldn't it be great, Jumping Spider, if you stopped annoying me? Wouldn't that make me happy? There's a rock man. God, there's too many other things nearby. Okay, but I can pull... Oh! Guess there was a... Entropy Weaver. Oh yeah, she blinks. Let's try some... Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got to watch this. I'm actually running low on food. I'm running low on single turn food as well. Can I net you? Oh, God. Wow. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad, folks. Yeah, I mean, you know, another situation that I created that did not need to happen, but that's how it goes sometimes. You just want to set up a fight. Yeah, I kind of played it a bit, but it's sort of a fairly different game. And I guess I just didn't really get into it. The Monster World game was like pretty simple and not, you know, it was nothing too creative. I guess it was just simple enough, and that's sort of something that you want out of a game sometimes. Good God, do I have to descent this to get back over here? What may I do? See, she's wandered around, and I'd love to kill her if I could. I don't really want to have to deal with her again. There she goes. Well, we got it done one way or another. Wasn't pretty. I will admit that. Used a lot of heal wounds because, again, I've got a ton of them. These guys have poison. Might be like just her big chamber vault thingy. I think we're just right next to it and she wandered out of it. I wanted, really. Come on. This shit. Pure laziness leading me to do crap like this. A little bit of haste. Shit. This is pretty much textbook how not to do this level. I think this has gone poorly at pretty much every single unnecessary amount of risk. Pretty much every single time. Learn well from my mistakes. For they are considerable. Getting a lot of entropy weavers. See, what would this be without the music minigame? Then you don't have to pay attention to what I'm saying. Imagine how that would be. If you didn't have, like, Final Fantasy music to hate. God damn, the entropy weavers. Jeez. How many do we need? Actually going to... Wow, Moth of Wrath, huh? Okay, jerk off. Well, where did you go? You just wander off? Yeah, I've never been a fan of that tile, for sure. Oh god, are you really gonna... Don't do what I just did right there, that was pretty dumb. Again, laziness is going to get me killed if I keep playing like this. My character is coming along very nicely right now, but... boy. I certainly have been making Spider more difficult than it needs. These needles have been kind of handy. But I'm kind of running out. Oh, I have 4. Did I? I don't know. Whatever. Got all corroded by that entropy weaver because he didn't get confused. He had the audacity not to get confused. Hopefully that's the last one. Man, I fought so many. Oh, now we've... I think this is John Stein's fault. Go for some... Oh, you again. This guy. Oh good, he got confused. That's handy. That's very handy indeed. Another one. And another entropy weaver. Oh god. How could you do this to me? How could you do it? Yeah, protection bonus is more important when I'm actually doing melee. Less important when, you know, I'm just swapping around. Because, you know, this is enough. These guys are our poison, right? Yeah. I think I'm gonna solve with this some good old-fashioned large rock. Just like Grandma used to make. Delicious large rock. Oh, you would do that to me. Okay. Now we're gonna large rock you, my friend. Large rock you to death. This sounds like a song that will be skipped, but I will give it 30 seconds because it sounds like dubstep. Wow, all the Emperor Scorpions. Dude was kind of unkillable. Yeah, it wasn't the most offensive, but you know what? Oh. Why? Why? Why when I go back upstairs do I have to fight 500 enemies? It's not fair. Because okay, now I'll be able to rest. Jeez. Another dire flail. Just doesn't want to give me the... Doesn't want to give me the spiked clubs. Here we go again. A lot of ghost moths in here. I tell you, this spider has been more troublesome than most. I honestly think I had a lot worse trouble in a swamp than I did. All the entropy weavers. All the confusion proccing. There he is again. More entropy weavers. They don't stop coming. They just don't stop coming. Well, we did it. We friggin' did it. Amazingly, incredibly, we got a second rune. I have to decide what I want to do with, I mean, at this point, I would not be above branding and making my own giant spiked club. Because I'm not sure if Trog's gonna gift me a top tier. That other club is, yeah, it's got strength, which is kind of makes up for it being not +9, but the rage is kind of a huge pain that I don't really want to have to deal with. Not gonna mess with the dire flail, really. Well. Secret of Monkey Island. That was a fun game. Well, that should do it for tonight. Thank you for everyone tuning in who happened to be around on Thanksgiving. Not beholden to hang out with family. Not that that's a bad thing to do, but appreciates some company, even if only for a few hours. And surprisingly, despite our pretty awful play, we did not die. This ogre has every indication that it will win unless I manage to go screw it up. Yep, time to go play with Kots. Keep on win scumming. I will be streaming probably this character again in a few days. Depending, I might do it as early as a couple days, maybe even tomorrow. We'll just have to see how that turns out. But and like I've always been saying, or like I've been saying, I want to do Cogmine streams at some point. So I might do that in between finishing this one. We'll just have to see. So anyhow, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Please click follow if you haven't done that, and I'll see you around. Bye.